From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Breaking news on The Debate now that Pakistan remains under increased monitoring, which is the grey list of the FATF. Now, Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor, joining me right now. Abhishek, fill me in on the details and whether this means that there will be pressure on Imran to act against people like Hafiz Saeed.
Well, absolutely, Arnab. So, in fact, not only Pakistan continues to be in the grey list, it has made no progress since February 2021 this year, so last 8 months. So that's the observation made by the FATF. And it's a grey list updation that has been released now. Also, the FATF says that Pakistan has to demonstrate progress and commitment that it carries out terror financing investigations and prosecutions against senior leaders and commanders of the UN-designated terrorist groups. So clearly, the FATF is not happy with the manner in which Pakistan has really treated the likes of Hafiz Saeed and Maulana Masood Azhar with kid gloves. With action not proceeding against them. They have been arrested time and again, but then released. Also, Pakistan has been found to have deficiencies insofar as terror financing and those counter-terror measures that need to be put in place are concerned. And in that context, I think the clear guidance has been given on now that Pakistan has to give evidence that it actively seeks to enhance the impact of sanctions on these individuals and entities designated by the UN as terrorists. So, essentially reading the Riot Act on specific individuals which Pakistan continues to treat as with kid gloves, including the likes of Hafiz Saeed and Maulana Masood Azhar.
Well, brilliantly analysed there, Abhishek. We'll look for a response from the Pakistan government soonest on that. Thanks very much. And to debate number 2. It's been a day of back-to-back unexpected developments in the drugs investigation in Mumbai, from another actor being raided to more names coming under the scanner, and then the massive political attack, massive personal attack on Sameer Wankhede of the NCP. It's all happening in Mumbai. Let's debate.
First thing I would just like to tell, continuously since past 10-15 days, my dead mother has been attacked upon. My father has been abused. My sister has been targeted and abused. That is fine. I mean, all my family has been abused, so what? Just for serving the country and cleaning the drugs. That's it.
Sameer Wankhede, the NCB officer leading the drugs cleanup in Mumbai, has been facing relentless political attack.
मी आज आव्हान देतो त्या वानखडेला की वर्षभराच्या आत तुझी नोकरी जाईल.
The attack by NCP on Sameer Wankhede has come on a day when another actor, Ananya Pandey, has been raided and questioned by the NCB.
अनन्या जी कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? अनन्या जी तो कुछ कहना चाहेंगी? Republic wants to know.
The ruling party NCP today claims Sameer Wankhede travelled to Dubai and Maldives in 2020. They have thrown an extortion allegation as NCB comes under massive political attack.
We have been attacked a couple of times, but that is not an issue for me. I'll be fortunate if anything happens to me in the line of the nation, in my national duty. I'll be fortunate if it happens something while serving my motherland. This is a challenge, but attacking my mother, attacking my father, sister, that is absolutely not called for and below the belt.
The attack comes on a day when Sameer Wankhede's team visited Shah Rukh Khan's residence to collect additional documents.
A four-member NCB team led by senior officer V.V. Singh reached Shah Rukh Khan's residence Mannat around noon today. Thereafter, a notice was served to Shah Rukh Khan's staff members seeking more details on Aryan Khan. NCB also clarified that no raids were carried out at Mannat and due procedure was followed while serving the notice to Shah Rukh Khan's staff member.
The attack on Wankhede comes on a day when Shah Rukh Khan travelled to Arthur Road jail to meet Aryan. The attack on Wankhede is on a day when the NCP has indicated that more Bollywood actors are under scanner and that more raids are possible.
NCP sources maintain that this is just the tip of the iceberg. In the days to come, more Bollywood stars perhaps could be summoned. They're going through the technical evidence that they have gathered so far, and that is the reason why Bollywood actor Ananya Pandey was called in for questioning.
Let's debate.
The nature of the attack on Mr. Sameer Wankhede of the Narcotics Control Bureau is causing concern across the country. It was political. Now it's absolutely personal. Mr. Wankhede's wife was first targeted, and then his sister, his father, and even his late mother has not been spared the attack. There have been clear political warnings given out today that by politicians that they will make sure that he loses his job within a year, forcing him to come out and respond. He's been called an extortionist, everything, possibly. And all of this is happening on a day when, on the basis of evidence with the Narcotics Control Bureau, another Bollywood starlet, Ananya Pandey, has been called for questioning, and she's been called for questioning once again tomorrow in connection with the drugs issue. I'd like to welcome on the debate Shweta Shalini of the BJP, B.V. Kumar, former NCB chief, Barnali Basak, advocate, Harinder Sikka, well-known writer and author and director, Swapnil Kothari, senior lawyer from Mumbai, Kunika Sadanand, advocate and actor, Shehzad Khan, actor, Sushil Shamlal Wadhwa, who is an entrepreneur and brand consultant. He is a friend of Shah Rukh Khan, Kapil Madan, advocate, and of course, Kishore Tiwari. Thank you very much. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I want to just begin by asking you, Mr. Tiwari, what on earth is going on? You know, you were attacking Mr. Wankhede's wife, and I want you on the debate with Shweta Shalini. You started attacking Mr. Wankhede's wife, who is a very well-known and respected Marathi film actress. 1 minute, please. And what is her fault? That she's Sameer Wankhede's wife. Yeah. And 1 minute. Sameer Wankhede's sister has been targeted. Now, they did not spare Sameer Wankhede's mother, late mother, and now your political colleagues are saying that in 1 year we'll make sure Sameer Wankhede loses his job. Precisely tell Shweta what is his fault, how far are you intending to go, and just because 2 or 3 Bollywood people have been caught by him or summoned by him, why are you all getting so apprehensive? What is your worry? Do you tell Shweta Shalini, please?
Shweta Shalini is not a NCP spokesperson.
She's a BJP
spokesperson. Advocate of the NCP.
No, but you are in alliance with the Shiv Sena is in alliance with the Shiv Sena is in alliance with the NCP.
Tell me as a common citizen, you are the government, no? You tell me I am a common citizen.
You are representing common citizen or BJP spokesperson.
You tell me as anything, Kishore ji. आप पहले ये
no,
बता दीजिए कि नवाब मलिक कौन होते हैं ये कहने वाले कि 1 साल में तुम्हारी नौकरी चला जाऊंगा. You tell me who is he to say and give a warning that in 1 year your job, you will see a job loss. Has he given the job to him? Or does he distribute government jobs to people? Who is he? Who is he to ask कि बता तेरा बाप कौन है?
अरे मेरी बात पूरी.
He's asking a
देखो,
central government
श्वेता साली,
citizen
मुझे मेरी बात
that you
पहले
tell me
रखने
who's
दो।
your father.
मुझे मेरी बात
I'm asking
रखने
you
दो।
on national television.
आप नवाब मलिक ने क्या बोला, ये
Who is
मुझसे
your
मत
father,
पूछो।
Nawab Malik ji? That one Aryan Khan gets arrested and your bum gets on
अरे
fire.
नवाब मलिक
Who
की
is
बात
that
नहीं कर रहा हूँ
father
मैं।
that gives one
NCP
call
के
and
corruption की
everyone
बात
gets
कर रहा
on
हूँ। NCP is a corrupt organization.
मैं प्रश्न
I have
बहुत
challenged
सिंपल है
the
किशोर जी
integrity and
उसकी
credibility
बहन
of the-
कैसे
Shweta
आपको
Shalini,
कहीं-
both up.
Or no, I should be allowed
कहीं
to
गई है?
clear my stand first.
Okay, both of you
I should be
will get
allowed
equal
to
turn.
clear
1
my
minute.
stand first.
1 minute. You will. I am making a request on both sides. Mr. Kishore Tiwari, I will give you 1 minute to speak. And to open the debate, I will give exactly 1 minute to Shweta Shalini to respond, and then it will be an open debate. Please, my point is, the point I want you to address is this kind of a targeted attack on a young and dynamic officer of the Narcotics Control Bureau who is doing everything possible to fight against drugs. That's his job. It's the Narcotics Control Bureau. It's not the Narcotics Decontrol Bureau.
Arnav, you should give me 1 minute now.
You got it. Starts now, uninterrupted.
Yeah. Arnav, before the bail of the Aryan Khan was rejected, I wrote to the Supreme Court of India challenging the integrity and credibility of the functioning of the NCB. And I have already mentioned the misuse of the NDPS Act also. And I have also questioned the credibility of NDPS judicial officers also. And my plea is that the fundamental rights of the Aryan Khans have been freezed because in last 18 months, Arnav, you have covered a lot of the debates on NCP, but not a single case has reached to the logical conclusion. And he is nothing but a new Paramveer Singh, and he is acting and his clarification is his language. Everything speaks that he is on the payroll of the BJP now. The raid, the 2nd October raid is a fishy raid. NCP Act and integrity and credibility of the officer has been questioned. As far as my knowledge of the law goes, I can certify you the Aryan Khan is the innocent man and he is being targeted because he is the
Your time is up. Your time is up.
Samir Wankhede.
Your time is up. I gave you 1 minute and more uninterrupted, and now it's the turn of Shweta Shalini of the BJP to respond. Viewers, is Samir Wankhede being targeted for doing his duty? That's the point. Shweta Shalini.
That's not the point, Arnab. He is being targeted because the so-called innocent man is Aryan Khan, the superstar's son. And Kishore Tiwari ji being the judge, so-called judge, even after the Panchnama where he himself, Aryan Khan says, yes, I have been consuming drugs for the past 4 years. He's become the judge. He is better than all those magistrates who's given out and pronounced judgments. And he says that he's a completely innocent man who's been targeted time and again. Now, second thing is he just said that he's on the payroll of BJP. First and foremost, please go and ask Nawab Malik ji. He knows everything, where people go, how people are. He has all the pictures. Why doesn't he produce pictures of Paramveer Singh? Why doesn't he produce pictures of Anil Deshmukh and all the absconding ministers from his own party and his own government? And Kishore Tiwari ji, why does one minister get upset every time a drug racket? There have been almost 225 arrests.
Time up.
That has happened.
Time up. Debate opens.
That has happened under
Debate
Samir
opens.
Wankhede ji. Why did you not cry foul?
Debate
before that?
opens. Debate opens. Who's coming in right now? Debate is open. Kishore and Shweta Shalini have responded to each other on the debate. Let me get in Sushil Wadhwa. Can you hear me, Mr. Wadhwa? Your video froze. Konika, you can hear me there? Okay. You 1 sec. 1 sec. Who's responding to me right now? Is that Mr. Wadhwa or Konika? Is that Konika? Konika.
and female voices are different, Arnab.
Yes, I still have the ability to distinguish between the two, but two people responded to me,
I'm
Konika. Now my question here is, you know, what's been happening in the last 24 hours, I believe, is not just unnecessary, but it's also making people genuinely believe, and you're on the debate with Barnali, that this group believes that by pressurizing one officer, they will scare this whole anti-drugs drive off. And Konika, you also need to understand that at the end of the day, if there are people who are well-known people, or relatives of well-known people, or children of well-known people, who are part of the investigation into a larger battle that the country has against drugs, one must not overreact. That's my simple. What's happening to Samir Wankhede is just abominable. It's just unacceptable. Yes, please. Yes, please.
So first of all, Arnab, I come from a family where my father wore a uniform, fought for the country. I respect people in uniform, and I respect people who do jobs these kind, you know, especially which is serving the country. People like Samir Wankhede and others who come into the police, who come into IRS, they don't come from privileged background. They work very hard and they fight a system which always defeats them every second day. I am not in favor, and I do not, you know, I object to this kind of targeting, and especially to his personal, you know, to his personal life and where he went and his wife this is not correct. It's loose talk. At the same time, I want to say that I have a lot of questions from the NCB about the way, in the manner in which they did the arrest, the manner in which they remanded him, the manner in which they added the charges after the arrest memo, but those all are should be addressed during the investigation or during the trial.
Correct.
So, but targeting somebody like this is very unfortunate.
So this
man is doing his job.
It is very unfortunate that you're saying that everybody is going on repeating that, you know, one particular person is being targeted all the time. There is no targeting. Let NBC do its job. He's only performing his job. If you don't allow people like him to perform his job, tomorrow you're going to raise your head and you're going to say the law is very weak and there is nothing. You cannot control this menace and wipe this menace out of the society. You cannot do it.
And especially not personal comments. I said it's not fair. But I have questions about the way NCB
if there is evidence, if there is slightest of evidence against him, let the authorities do their job. They will just not go empty-handed. They have some lead. That is why the entire fiasco happened.
Yes.
So we are
let them just do their job.
We are saying the same thing.
Why raise aspersions?
No, we're not exactly. Allow me. Allow me, Konika.
But I don't agree with targeting them.
No, Konika, may I please? Konika, may I please? And I want to get in Mr. B.V. Kumar, former chief of the Narcotics Control Bureau. And my limited point is, and you're a lawyer, you would understand this. So I will pit in Kapil Madan versus Mr. B.V. Kumar. You see, when you repeat a word called targeting, right? And when I say you, I don't mean you, Konika, right? I mean very, very powerful sections who have the ability through their sheer clout, their social media presence. You see, let me get Sushil Wadhwa because he has to go at 10:30. Mr. Wadhwa, very powerful people, right? You know, these Bollywood lobbies, they have a lot of following. They have an ability to manipulate the media narrative. They have a lot of friends in the media. They would know a lot of editors. They would know a lot of media house owners. You know, they would know a lot of celebrities. And if they work together, what they can do is try and create this narrative. Oh, the agency is manipulating. And then the attempt is to get the agency to say, no, we are not manipulating. So the moment you get the agency to respond to say, we are not manipulating, your attempt is to put the agency on the back foot. And I think, Mr. Wadhwa, that is really wrong. Can I get your response, please, before I go across to former NCB Chief B.V. Kumar? Yes, Mr. Wadhwa, love to hear from you.
Arnab, I missed a bit of the call.
Oh, got a bad video link with you, sir.
conversation.
I got a bad video link. So on that same question, I'm going across to Kapil. Kapil.
Arnab, I would like to highlight a very important fact here. See, there is no smoke without a fire. Now, what has happened here? If the reports are to be believed, Aryan Khan was detained at the cruise. And from the cruise till the NCB office, he was seen not in the custody of the NCB officers, but in the custody of people who are outside the team of NCB. And of course, they had their own political affiliation, but I do not want to raise a political issue here. Now, why I am raising this point? The point is that in NDPS cases, recovery of the contraband and the detention of the accused are the most crucial aspects of investigation. Now, the fact that they were seen after detention in the custody of people outside NCB raises serious procedural lapses on the part of NCB. And therefore, Sameer Wankhede, being the officer in charge and being the head of the NCB, should be answerable for that. Why the accused who was detained was in the custody of someone who is not an officer of NCB.
Okay, so here's Kapil, I'll get Mr. Kumar. Mr. Kumar, did you hear that? What Advocate Kapil Madan said? Would you like to respond? You know more about this.
No, I would like to mention 2-3 very short points. First of all, to attack a person doing his national duty out towards the country, it's very unfortunate. And if at all there's anything wrong in his investigation methods or in his personal conduct as a government servant, that is for the people who are blaming to take up the investigation or with the concerned agencies who would like to investigate that. But that apart, it was very unfortunate that his personal family members were attacked. That is never done. And the other thing is, an officer who is in the class 1 cadre cannot be sacked even by the government unless they follow due procedure. There's a procedure to, first of all, there should be a sanction to initiate. The Central Vigilance Commission has to come into the picture and they have to file a charge sheet. That's the investigation. It's not that easy as to say, yes, he'll be sacked. He may be transferred, but he cannot be sacked. That is just impossible. Coming to the specific case pointed out by other learned panelists is whether the investigation is proper or otherwise. There was a lead, there was specific intelligence and other things. There are 2 other outsiders whom the NCB claims they were witnesses, but their conduct was unfortunate. And one person, he claims, Mr. Bonsali, that he was an informer. No person discloses that he's an informer, and that too in a drugs case. And the NCB claimed that he was an informer. That is another part. Then the other person who was there, he was, both of them forcefully were carrying the accused inside the NCB office. That is not done. It's the duty of the officers. But all these things will not vitiate the case against the person accused. The next point is, further investigation is being done based upon the leads that they received in the WhatsApp messages, which the learned judge has accepted as possible evidence that may, at the trial stage, they will examine it. So that being so, at this stage, you cannot tie up the NCB
I still am not
investigating further.
You know, Ms. Shehzad and Kunika, listening keenly to this debate, I would like to bring in everyone, including Harinder and Swapnil Kothari. Are people angry because Wankhede is not buckling under pressure? See, Shehzad, I don't want to make a generalization, but I want to say this. You know, this whole Dabang Singham kind of portrayal that people do in movies, right? You love, I mean, Bollywood loves officers, right? Especially police officers, young, dynamic police officers, people in security who don't compromise before the system. And I know many people who have made their careers playing these roles. Shehzad ji. Now, when you have a Singham Dabang type person who does not buckle under pressure, not even from all of Bollywood, not even from politicians, not even when he's being told 1 year I'm going to throw you out of your job, not even when his family is being attacked. Physically, not even when he was physically attacked, not even when his wife, who's a professional in her own right, is being called names. Not even, Shehzad, when he goes to visit the crematorium to pay his respects to his mother, he's being tracked. When there is this monumental pressure on him, tell me one thing. And why? Because it so happens that he finds out that two actors who happen to be children of stars have some drugs case against them. So are people angry? Is Bollywood angry? Tell Swapnil, tell Harinder. Are they angry that he has still made a case in court? He has pledged to bring the case to its logical conclusion. Is that the real anger, Shehzad?
Arnav, good evening.
Good evening.
I would like to say one thing, that 1 year ago also, we were debating on the same topic when Sushant thing happened. Ria was arrested.
Yeah.
And all our Bollywood, हमारी Bollywood की सारी बेटियों called, questioned. Now tell me one thing, Arnav. You asked me so many questions, right?
Yeah.
I'm also feeling very bad that the way mudslinging is going on,
Yeah.
right? What have you, me, or the government, be it central, be it state, has done to create an awareness in the youth? Today we are calling the youth, we are questioning them, we are spoiling their image.
What has
Yes,
the government not done?
What have we done for the society, for the youth?
What
No,
exactly are you asking? I'm not understanding your question. I'm not understanding your logic here.
I will tell you. See, मैं आपको ये
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा. I'm not getting it.
1 year ago also, we were discussing about. मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि आपने मुझे 6-7 सवाल पूछे कि this, that, and so on and so forth. मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि I am feeling bad and very angry at myself that 1 year ago also we were discussing about this, about drugs, the menace of drugs.
No, we were not
and
discussing.
Now 1 year, now in present state also, we are regarding Ria Chakravarti and all those things that was going on.
No. You see, what happened was, I'll explain to you. Shehzad ji, can I explain one line and then others also want to come? You are trying to say we were discussing last year, we are discussing this year, we will keep discussing next year. You are trying to say that kuch nahi hua.
Yes.
I have something to tell you. Can I say something to you? Can I say something to you? Kahun? Permission hai?
Please.
Permission hai? All right. Just allow me a minute.
Please.
Last year, this channel, your channel, this network, the Republic Media Network, was at the forefront of a lot of exposés regarding drugs, and it so happened, I didn't manipulate this, it so happened that some of the people about whom there were questions raised were from Bollywood. Okay? What did all of you do? All of us, and what did Bollywood do? You got into outrage. And I remember one so-called star who still doesn't have the courage to say it to me face to face. He lacks the courage, you see. This star went on a TV program and said, एक channel है, बहुत सवाल उठा रहा है, उस channel को ही बंद करवा देंगे. He said, I have not forgotten. I'm a forgiving type sometimes, but I don't forget everything easily. I'm telling you, okay, the star does not have the courage to say this to me face to face. But kaha to tha na, in the comfort of his or her own show, you can guess who it is, ki channel band karwa denge. So this threatening attitude, you see, band karwa denge, nikal denge, khatam kar denge, ye karenge, it does not work. Which brings me back to my question, and I'm only an observer.
Yes.
I'm only an observer. I have not asked the NCB to do what they are doing. Neither have you, right? Whatever is happening through the legal process. My question is, you tell Swapnil right now. Swapnil, you tell me, what is it that Wankhede has done which is illegal?
Yes.
What is the illegality in this? You have summoned Ananya Pandey, you have arrested Aryan Khan, you found cocaine, hash, ecstasy. What do you want him to do?
Yes, Arnab, the only problem with Mr. Samir Wankhede is that he doesn't seem to be succumbing to any sort of pressure, any sort of threats, any sort of mudslinging at its worst, if I may say so. What we are seeing, an investigating agency today being attacked attacked very brazenly, Arnab, is more ghoulish than you were to accost a parliament house perched atop a tree in a quiet jungle. Let me tell you that it is extremely bad what we are seeing. Investigating agencies are coming out of the fake case. Investigating agencies are investigating a particular case for more than a year. And now that the investigating agency is doing something which is more credible, I hope that they continue to make appropriate arrests so that their credibility
Precisely,
does not get, problematic.
Yeah.
Because you and I both know what happens when an
Mr. Wadhwa is there?
agency...
He's gone? No, he's there. Mr. Wadhwa wants to respond to that. Mr. Wadhwa, do you hear that? No, I don't see him on the screen. Is he there? I want a response to that. Let the investigating agency do their job. Mr. Wadhwa, you're there? I lost him there. Okay. Oh, I just lost the link there. Anyway, Kapil, you heard that. Kunika, you heard that, right? And that's the overwhelming sentiment in this country. Let the agency do its job. Why this overreaction?
And Arnab, it is the judge, the magistrate who denied bail on a technical ground. And on the second part on merits, thank God today, if we do not stem this rot of mudslinging officials of the investigating agency, tomorrow there could be an allegation that a particular magistrate is on the payroll of a particular political party. And that is the last thing.
I really hope we don't have to live to see that day, but I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried, and I really feel it's very unfortunate, I must say, that when the Honorable Court, whatever the court decides, you may not agree with it. But to go and say that some people are virtually, Mr. Sikka, beginning to insinuate that the courts don't know the law.
Exactly.
Mr. Sikka.
Arnab, thank you very much. Having served the Navy and there was also a long deputation in the Coast Guard, I tell you what I have done, what I have handled, and how I admire one in number Braveheart, who had the guts to bite the bullet, be it when it comes to 370, 35, or triple talaq, or for that matter, many other very serious situations. Hats off to him. As a soldier, I tell you, I bow, take a bow, Prime Minister Modi. Now coming to this major point, there are two aspects to it, from micro to macro. But when you start cleaning a house, what do? You start cleaning from top. When have we heard ever in past since independence that 3 tons of drugs, 21,000 crores worth, were caught in Adani port? It is never heard of. Who has funded this kind of a consignment? So obviously, Samir has been given backing by top man sitting in Delhi to go after everything. Obviously, 3 tons kind of consignment have come before. And I'll give you proof. In December 99, a ship by the name Kobe came with $5 billion worth of heroin to India. And it was a whole lot of lobby which saved it. Now, how do you reach these big guns?
How do you?
You have to start from somewhere. And it is just, how do you start that? You have to start searching. You have to start investigation. You have to start leads. So Samir is going after the leads. Now, what is the modus operandi he is following? I'm not following the case from the micro level. I want to know the macro level, because if those macro levels guys go free, scot-free, then we are holding with lollipop in our hand. That is not going to save India. 3 tons, 21,000 crores of drug can ruin my country and youth. We are not talking about it. We are talking of petty stuff. And blaming Samir Wankhede for that, it's shame.
You know,
when I was attacking,
well spoken, Harinder.
Are you there?
Well spoken, Harinder ji.
Hello.
No, let Harinder ji complete his point.
When I was attacking in Coast Guard a ship, I received when a boat was caught with huge consignment, I received threat from no less than Narang brothers of that time. And they were hoteliers for all you care. So this happens.
In fact, I would say
very basic, simple questions.
I think
very basic or simple questions. Who funded 21,000 crores?
Yeah.
Who has that kind of money?
Yeah.
Is it a fact or not? At southern ports today, gold is getting smuggled. Who is behind it?
Yeah. Can I?
Allow me to respond, please.
They're targeting not Samir.
No. Can I?
Targeting Prime Minister Modi.
No. 1 second. 1 second. May I just make a point? Can someone just give me a moment, please? I think Mr. Harinder Sikka has made a very critical point. And I'll just take a minute. I see you there, Shweta. I'm just coming to you and to Kunika and everyone and to Mr. Kumar. I'm looking at the timeline here. You see, I want to take this debate beyond the level of this, Ananya, this what is this?
Yes.
Aryan thing. You see, the thing here is, when I want to just present 3 timelines to all of us. One is, and these are not entirely unrelated. One is the day the Taliban enters Kabul, which, if I'm not mistaken, is around the middle of August, around 14th, 15th August, right? Am I right? 15th August, to be precise. Okay. Second date is the day when this huge consignment is found at the Mundra port, which is called the Adani port, which is one of the largest ever consignment, which sent alarm bells across the country saying that, is this being channelized through India? Is this being routed through India? And then third comes this smaller development, which happens 2-3 weeks back, which is the arrest of Aryan Khan. But it was not the arrest of Aryan Khan. It was a bust in a cruise ship called Cordelia. Aryan Khan is incidental. The fundamental fact is that there was a big bust in a cruise ship, right? And commercial quantity drugs have been found following the arrest of the people who were caught on the cruise ship. One of whom is Aryan Khan. So, the fact here is, I put these 3 things. See, Kunika, I come back to you. I believe, any geostrategic analyst will tell you, that the Taliban has been known to benefit from drugs, and for all their, their moralistic talk, they have been part of the drugs trade. They have been part of the drugs trade, and it has been analyzed by a lot of people that in the absence of any revenue stream, the drugs trade will increase. Pakistan and the Taliban will work together. Narco-terrorism will increase. The financing of terrorism and the financing of the Taliban regime through drugs will become more evident. And the bust in the Mundra port was seen to be part of the Taliban's Pakistan narco-terrorism link. And I do agree with Mr. Sikka that I think the NCB has been given a free hand. Go for it. Find everyone. Petty consumers, peddlers, or mafia at every level. And I think all of us should support them. I've said my piece. Yes, Kunika, what do you think? Kunika and Shweta. That's how I look at it.
So Arnab, I agree with you absolutely. Narco-terrorism is a huge, huge threat to our nation and to the whole, the whole subcontinent rather. I also want to say that this 3,000 tons was not the first big consignment. There was a big consignment of 5,000 kgs, which came in June, which was also confiscated. So imagine what would have happened if it had come into our country and the youth.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the NCB is doing a great job.
No, I'm not saying they're not. And I'm saying that I'm reiterating that it's very sad that we demoralize our officers like this. 1 minute, Shweta, madam. It's very sad that we demoralize our officers by putting personal attacks against their family or them and their, their own saying that they're extortionists. But at the same time, I want to say that as my friend Shahzad had asked, what have we done? In 2001, when the amendment happened, 64A was introduced about drug users and drug abusers, about rehabilitation, about awareness, about plugging the supplies. What have we done about it? And I again salute Samir Wankhede and their team, whoever did this.
Okay, Swapnil has already come in. Okay, Swapnil comes in. Once Shweta, let Swapnil come in. Hasn't spoken yet. After that, I'm coming back to you. Yes, Swapnil.
Yeah, there's a very, very good question raised by Kunika, that what has happened after the 2001 amendment, especially 64A. What has happened, Arnab, is that the drugs menace took such a long time to surface in many aspects that it is only after a certain amount of money laundering issues also that came in. Along with that, that is the time that the NCB realized that they have a tough task at hand, and it got so much, steeped into the country that they had to take it on a war footing. Now, as far as whether Mr. Wankhede has got the jurisdiction, as far as the Mundra port is concerned, I do not know. But as far as this particular thing is concerned, it is something which needs to be done. And Arnab, let me tell you something. Unless or until NCB gets in the enforcement directorate, you are not going to be able to cure this malaise. It is Bitcoin, hush money, loads of cash. And you do not write a check.
Okay, 1 minute, coming back. Kapil is making a comeback. Kapil.
So, Arnab, I would like to thank my co-panelist Harinder ji here for raising a pertinent issue of 3,000 kilograms of heroin that was found. Have we seen one press conference by NCB? Who are the beneficiaries of that 3,000 kgs?
I don't understand this.
Do you know how many arrests have happened? Do you know who were the real beneficiaries of that 3,000 kg of heroin? There has been no whisper in the media.
Okay.
However, there have
point made. Shweta responding.
Debates.
42 minutes past 10. She's responding, Kapil. Shweta.
Two things. I think Swapnil ji has answered Kunika ji, but I still want to add on to the fact. See, NCB and today's time, there is a need to latch on to the supply and the demand end both, and that's what NCB is doing right now. Second, to answer Kapil ji's question, did you hear any ministers of the likes of Nawab Malik ji coming forward and apprehend? Forget 3,000 crores and Mundra port and Adani port.
Kishore raises that. Kishore and Kunika.
When Arnab, you were picked up, what did the like of Kishore Tiwari ji say? They amplified the role of Parambir Singh and Wazir. They said Scotland Yard. They took the support of those people. You dragged them to the court and proved them wrong.
Yes.
So they might as well drag these people to court. If you want to drag Samir Wankhede to court, drive them. But please do not want them here on TV and say that we are going to draw you out of your job. You can't do that. You've not given them that job. You can't take that job off them.
And great point there. Follow up is necessary. Kishore ji, I want to tell you one thing. 1 minute, Kishore ji. Shweta, thanks for raising that point. This debate, however, is not about me. It is not about what happened to me. It is not about what incarceration I was made to go through. It is, and so while you're raising the point, I will only make a limited point. Yes, we fight and we win when you are on the side of the right. But it worries me sometimes that the same Bollywood, which absolutely was in love with Parambir Singh. For Parambir Singh, Kunika would party with Bollywood. For Parambir Singh was connected to Bollywood. For Bollywood would show off their connections to Parambir Singh, and Parambir Singh likewise, and they would attend parties, and once there was a film star who went missing. And when the film star went missing, it so happened Parambir Singh was in a party, and it is reported somewhere that the film star was at the party with Parambir Singh. We must all find out and investigate whether this is true. But anyway, there was this. Now my question is, Kishore, tell me, Kishore Tiwari ji, what if, my simple question, what if an officer like Parambir Singh and Sachin Waze would have been in charge of the NCB? Instead of someone like Samir Wankhede. Just tell me. What would happen to this country? What would happen to this country? The nation wants to know. Right, Swapnil? Doesn't the nation wants to know?
Then Kishore
Swapnil?
मुझे बोलने दो ना।
हाँ, किशोर तिवारी बोलिए किशोर जी।
ये तो कैसा होगा? देखिए अर्णव जी, परमवीर तो हाँ मैं बोल रहा हूँ। देखिए मुझे बोलने दो। देखिए मैं एक बात रखता हूं, परमवीर सिंह जैसे ग्लोरीफाई किए गए थे वैसे समीर वानखेड़े किए जा रहे हैं, लेकिन मैंने इंटीग्रिटी और क्रेडिबिलिटी के जो क्वेश्चन उठाए हैं वो बहुत वैलिड है। देखिए अभी एनआईए अडानी पोर्ट की इंक्वायरी कर रहा है और एनसीबी
अच्छी बात है
गांजे की कर रहा है।
Who's responding?
समीर वानखेड़े मिसप्लेस हो गए हैं, इनको बीजेपी मिसयूज कर रही है। जैसा परमवीर का हुआ वैसा
अगर मिस्टर वानखेड़े में प्रॉब्लम्स है, मिस्टर वानखेड़े में श्वेता जस्ट वन सेकंड श्वेता वन सेकंड मिस्टर वानखेड़े मिस्टर तिवारी जी एक पॉइंट में बोलना चाहता हूँ। हाँ एक ही बोल रहा हूँ। नहीं मैं एनसीबी का वकील नहीं हूँ, मैं एनसीबी का वकील नहीं हूँ। नहीं मैं एनसीबी का वकील नहीं हूँ।
No, he's not an advocate for NCB.
मैं कोई
Please
एनसीबी का
not.
वकील नहीं हूँ। मुझे कोई एनसीबी के वकील की वकालत की जरूरत नहीं है। हाँ तो मेरी बात सुनिए, अब मेरी बात सुनिए, अब मेरी बात सुनिए। अरे आप मेरी बात सुनिए, अरे मेरी बात सुनिए, अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम्स है, आप बोलने नहीं दे रहे। अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम्स है एनसीबी के फंक्शनिंग से, अगर एनसीबी की फंक्शनिंग से आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो आप प्लीज कोर्ट में जाइए, इंटरवेंशन एप्लीकेशन डालिए और ये सारे एलिगेशन है वो कर दीजिए। You must. I suggest that you do that. Then the court will look at your locus and will allow you to argue.
मैं गया हूँ ना।
नहीं जा रहे।
गया है।
सपनिल में LLM किया हुआ हूँ और मैं बुनियादी तौर पे बोल रहा हूँ। ये नेशनल करप्शन ब्यूरो बन गया है।
यहाँ पे जाइए।
अरे ये नेशनल करप्शन ब्यूरो बन गया है।
He's making a political point. Shweta is making a comeback. Shweta is on the debate. How much time left? Shweta.
अरे आप ये केस में डालिए।
किशोर जी, आप ये बताइए कि नवाब मलिक जी बॉलीवुड के या ड्रग्स के स्पोक्सपर्सन है क्या, प्रवक्ता है क्या?
शहजादन कुनिका।
आप जब बॉलीवुड की वकालत कर सकते हैं, आपके नवाब मलिक जी जब नार्को टेररिज्म की वकालत कर सकते हैं, आपके नवाब मलिक जी आर्यन खान की वकालत कर सकते हैं, तो हम तो कम से कम एक
किशोर इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग। किशोर
हम तो ये कह रहे हैं कि भैया क्यों आप ईमानदार ऑफिसर को काम नहीं करने दे रहे, और आपको कुछ गलत लगता है तो कोर्ट जाइए, वहां पर दलीलें दीजिए।
ओके, हु इज डिबेटिंग? ओके, व्हाट
एग्जैक्टली मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ।
अरे मैंने तो दलीलें कोर्ट में रखी है।
आपने तो LLM किया हुआ है।
दलीलें
आपने LLM किया हुआ है, कोर्ट में डालिए। ये इंटरवीन योरसेल्फ मिस्टर तिवारी, इंटरवीन योरसेल्फ।
जवाबदारी से बोल रहा हूँ ना।
श्वेता
Functioning of the NCB, the integrity has been lost, the credibility has been lost. Arno, this is a very serious issue.
No, you made.
Nobody can intervene. NCB like this.
No, which?
Go ahead.
BJP has been using this.
Which court is stopping you from filing an intervention in this case? Please tell me this.
बीजेपी
Now
ने इनको
that,
डेप्यूट
now
किया
that,
एनसीपी पे।
अरे
देखो DRI ने बीजेपी ने इनको लाया है।
आप तो
और
एक साल में
BJP
उसकी
वसूली
नौकरी खाने
में
वाले
शामिल है।
हैं, उसको नौकरी से
BJP
निकलवाने वाले हैं आप
वसूली में
लोग।
शामिल है। ये
क्या
बात
बात
मैं
करें
बता रहा
किशोर
हूं
जी, आप
आपको।
लोग तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। अरे आपको एक साल में नौकरी से निकलवाने वाले हैं उसको।
जैसे परमवीर फरार हो गए,
आप इंटरवेंशन पिटीशन फाइल नहीं कर सकते।
जैसे परमवीर फरार हो गए,
कुनिका लिसन,
फरार हो जाएंगे।
अरे आप नवाब मलिक जी से पूछिए परमवीर कहाँ पे हैं, उनको सब पता है, उनके पास सारे फोटोग्राफ्स हैं।
Arnab,
yes, Kunika, what?
मिनिस्ट्री
We are debating conjectures, loose talk. Let's talk about serious issues here. All those things you showed on the window, September 26th, so and so was called. All those people. What has happened about those cases?
Yeah.
Why doesn't NCB tell us? Why are we only highlighting Aryan Khan? There are other matters that we have to discuss about the drug bust. What has happened about it? What has happened about Sushant Singh case? Why doesn't NCB tell us about these things? This is the time that they should be replying to this to get their credibility back, not replying to Nawab Malik. Nawab Malik can keep saying anything he wants to say in public meetings and all that and taking away somebody's job. That's all ridiculous. These are not important points. Let's talk about all these windows that you're showing here on your channel. What has happened about any one of these cases? And that's what we need to ask the NCB. We should not be throwing stones at on their character, on their families, but we should be questioning them as citizens about what is happening with the taxpayers' money while you are doing this job.
It's a process. What do you want? Do you want, is it artistic, creative, is it cultural to do drugs? I mean, I don't understand. Does being a superstar or a star kid exempt you from the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act of 1985?
My children, I have brought them up in a way that they don't touch.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying some people have this attitude that social status is an automatic permit to do drugs. And okay, tell me one thing, Shehzad.
walk in the night, when I go for a walk on the back road of Lokhandwala, there are 5 or 6 druggies lying on the road.
Exactly. So you are reinforcing Barnali. Barnali, please. You are reinforcing the fact that we need a drive against drugs.
I mean,
what would we do without the NCB?
Citizens of this country,
Barnali.
equally before the eyes of law. Whether you're Shah Rukh Khan's son or whether it's your son or my son, everybody is equally treated before the eyes of law. So when the NCP is functioning, let them do their job. Why question them? 2 or 3 panelists, our co-panelists, have raised this question that what have we done? Since last year there has been so much of racketeer going on, and what have we exactly done? Today it's an awakening call for the NCB too. It's doing its job. Let the NCB do its job. Why interfere with these authorities?
This is the way.
Why interfere with them?
This is the way. Only targeting the film industry.
Harinder.
No, it is not about film industry, because they are people, because they belong to the
Harinder and Shahzad.
They're highlighted.
From last 1 year, we are debating on this only.
No, I don't think there's only targeting of the film industry.
I want to tell you one thing.
No, I don't think it. I think that's a sweeping comment. I think you should take it back.
Tell you one thing.
No, Harinder, this only targeting the film industry is not correct. Let me tell you when please don't make these comments. This is very loose talk, Harinder.
Arnab,
okay.
Let me tell you, they are not targeting only one industry, Bollywood or Hollywood or Tollywood. The fact of the matter is that they are targeting everybody. In Punjab, there are 12,600 villages, Arnab. Every village has lost about 25 youngsters to drug. How did it happen? It happened under Badal's watch. It's an open secret that the system was involved. Whether Badal was personally involved but the fact is that it happened under his watch. And ED charged his brother-in-law 6,000 crores penalty.
Now, where have we progressed?
That's what I'm saying.
Why did Punjab get destroyed?
No, listen.
What are the
Listen to
loopholes?
me.
Why are we not being able to plug the system?
That's
Let's discuss that.
I tell you one thing, Konika, may I say this? Konika, the system, I just want to say one thing at the end. I've limited Konika and everyone. The system gets tested on whether it can be applied equally against all. And this is one case in point. You yourself, what you said, reinforces our view that when you go out in the streets in what you call is a central part of Mumbai, where there's a lot of people from the film industry. I'm not insinuating, and you see druggies on the road. Then it is evident to us that the problem of drugs in India is really major, really real. We need to think of the next generation. And I think we need to think about whether we are being unfair to the NCB. Milind Parkhi writes, "Dear Arnab, please tell Samir Wankhede that India supports him." Vandana Das writes that dynamic officers like Wankhede are putting their efforts to clean our nation. This is applaudable. And Kanta Prasad writes, "I salute the Prime Minister for achieving the 100 crore mark for vaccinating the Indian population." And that is the big story of the day. That was the debate tonight. I shall see you tomorrow, same time, without fail. Good night and goodbye.